I know this may seem obvious, but a schedule and routine are not the same thing. And this clicked for me several years ago. And when I started implementing it and I started implementing more routines, it genuinely changed how I structured our day. A schedule is time-based. It's what happens when. School at 9, lunch at noon, calls at 2, right? It's fixed to the clock. But a routine is action-based. It's what happens in what order. You wake up, you get dressed, you eat breakfast, you start math, right? Whenever that time happens, the sequence happens, right? So regardless of the time, the sequence begins. Why does this matter? Because schedules break. So if your meeting gets moved or a client calls early or your kid has a meltdown at 8:15 and you have a meeting at 8:30, your whole day is schedule dependent. One disruption unravels everything. But routines, they're flexible. Your kiddos can follow their morning routine whether it starts at 7 or 8:30 because they know, hey, after lunch, I'll finish math or I get to do science after lunch. The order is doing the work here and not the clock. Research, in fact, consistently shows that routines have positive effects on children's mental health, academic achievement, and behavior. So whereas the schedule can break, routines are consistent, and research actually shows when the brain doesn't have to constantly guess what's next, it shifts out of stress mode and into learning mode. And that's what a routine does. It kind of removes the cognitive overhead of uncertainty so your kids can actually focus.